Mississippi, Alabama, Michigan, Montana, Arizona, all 50 states.
Exactly.
You're watching Weather Center Live
I'm Alex Wilson.
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday with Dave Schwartz.
You got that right. At this hour, more than 17 million Americans in 10 states are under a heat alert. But first, we begin with the storms.
And you know who is going to help us cover that?
Of course I do.
The Storm Master
The
Chief.
man, yes.
Dr. Greg Forbes.
Just back from vacation. Good to have you back.
No cigar right now, 97 degrees in the city of Dallas. We've got mostly cloudy skies, winds out of the south-southeast, 11 miles an hour. Now it feels like it's in the triple digits with a heat index value of 101. Hot and humid, the average day for this city that we know by those two H's, June 30th. So that would be when we'd see our average first 100-degree day. But remember, we haven't seen it yet. The hottest it's been so far this year, 99. We saw it on July 18th, July 19th, July 20th. Today, we're close. Haven't gotten there, but Wednesday, the forecast high 101. So maybe we will. When we talk about days 100 degrees or above for Dallas in the 70s, that's the decade, only 130 days. But in the past 5 years, we've already seen 177 days.
That really is the key, Alex.
That is the key. Hey, everybody would love some of that lower humidity. The heat's not even that bad when you take away the humidity.
That's it.
Although lower heat does it for me, too. I'll take that. Hey, you know, hot night for baseball, but the humidity can also be a big player. This morning on AMHQ, Sam Champion and Jen Carfagno explained that more humidity could actually mean more home runs. Talk about the South, the heat in Charlotte. It's hot days and warm nights. Not a romance novel, what you're living. AC on all the time. Afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Overnight lows in the low 70s and upper 60s. So you're not getting much relief once the sun goes down. Hot and humid this week with that upper high in play. So many places will continue to have feels like temperatures or heat index values at 100 or higher. Look at the temperatures as we go through the remainder of the week. On Wednesday, we're looking at feels like temperatures, 104 Dallas, 106 Jackson, 108 in Tallahassee. On Thursday, feels like 106 in Charleston, 105 in Memphis. And take a look at Friday, what's headed our way. Feels like 109 in Memphis, feels like 98 in Atlanta. So we are anticipating the heat, the humidity to linger through the end of the week. And in Dallas, not just the end of the week, but through the weekend and through most of next week, heat index values will stay in the triple digits or at least the upper 90s. And when we talk about days at 100 degrees or above for Dallas, through the 1970s had about 130. Then in the 1980s, just over 200. 1990s, 2000s, notice somewhere between 170 and 192. But over just the past 5 years, so we're talking 2010, 2011, and up until now, we have seen 177 days of temperatures where we've hit triple digits or higher. Annual days above 105. The average from 1986 to 2005 was 1. By 2060, Climate Central anticipates 11, and by 2100, we're thinking 37 annual days with a temperature above 105 degrees, Dave. A very popular place. Let's talk a little bit about heat index, though, and what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Actual air temperature of 90 degrees. We'll start with humidity.
6 is the feel-like temperature, and a humidity of 80%. Well, that's ridiculous. 113, you just have to be inside on a day like that.
So why, you ask? Well, your body cools itself by you sweating, and then that sweat evaporating. Evaporative cooling then helps to make you feel cooler. But when the humidity is high, that evaporation isn't happening. It's less effective to cool the body.
There's no room in the air for much more moisture from your skin. So you stay clammy and hot and humid.
So what can you do?
George Winterling. He was the chief meteorologist at WJXT in Jacksonville for 47 years.
Now that's impressive.
He just retired 6 years ago. He developed the heat index, which was the humidity. Glad you are with us. I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Alex Wilson. In just 5 minutes, we have 2 great life hacks for the heat. Simple things that you can do to quickly cool down your car and also prevent a hot steering wheel. And you're going to be thinking, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, some of them are pretty good. But first, we're covering active weather, and we are...
Just got a really nice picture of it. You know, we do tend to see more water spouts during the summer months, but what's interesting is that they aren't typically part of a storm system, so that can kind of be confusing to people.
That's right. It could just be like a fair weather day, and they usually are.
Right.
Just kind of partly cloudy. Well, in this edition of Brainstorm, Sam Champion explains how a water spout can